The matter chop hot.
Assembly Diloto. Hey!
Aye.
As at the time I'm recording this particular video, we have about 19 days to the release of the Shatta and Fans album. I know people are in high anticipation of this particular project, and as such, Shatta himself has also been very, very interactive on social media, especially on X, where he's engaging or has been engaging his fans all throughout social media. But then, today's edition is a special one. Yes, as much as we will talk about Safa, Shatta has also released a flyer on his page, and it has gotten so many people talking. My name is Roland Amate. This is Roland Report. If you're watching or listening for the first time, subscribe, share this content with others, and also don't forget that I do this with you so you can also share your views in the comment section. If you insult me, well, you'll be found 14. Me, I may not be able to insult you back. That is if the spirit tells me not to insult you. I'll not insult you back. But you know, it is the street or the highway where everything goes. This is the podcast, and today we are going to discuss the 7 Shatta rules. Yes, the 7 Shatta rules. Shatta Wale has dropped some rules about Shatta and his movement, and people are talking. People are sharing their views. I don't know what you think about this, but so this is what Shatta wrote on his page or posted on his socials. He said, "Spiritual rules of Shatta Wale." And he posted this on X, saying spiritual rules of Shatta Wale. Actually, on the flyer, it has the 7 Shatta rules. I know on so many occasions, people have said that, yes, there are only 2 rules in SM. The first rule is, Shatta is always right. And the second rule is, if you don't understand, refer to the first rule. But the man himself has come out to give the 7 rules of Shatta. In fact, there are 7. Poly 7. We are going to list them one by one and have a discussion on it. Maybe per my own understanding, I will try to explain it to the best of my ability. But if you also think you have a different understanding to the rules, maybe you can also share your views. Let me know let me hear from you in the comment section. So let's go straight into the topic. Open and close quickly. The 7 Shatta rules. Rule number 1, Shatta is always right. Shatta is always right. And the rule number 2 says, if you do not understand, refer to rule 1. And these are the first and second rule. Well, in my own understanding and explanation to this particular statement, where it says Shatta is always right. So this morning, I think I was listening to a space session that he had with his fans last night over his Safa, the release of his Safa come 20th of September, and he was trying to explain what he meant by Shatta is always right. According to him, whether he agrees with you or not, he is right. And you see, in an argument, everybody is right in their own corner until they are proven otherwise. So in that sense, he is always right to what he wants. He is always right to what he feels or how he feels. He is always right in what he does. And that is what has kept him even relevant over 2 decades, of which now that they've written his name in a hip life story, but that's on the side. So in that sense, he is always right because he knows what his fans want. He is always right because he knows what he does that brings him the glory. Yes, sometimes you may not agree with it or you may not agree to it, but that is what he does. And since everybody is right in their own corner, in fact, even if we have to turn this conversation sideways, do you know that as much as somebody who is sane sees a mad person and says this person is mad, this person is insane, when we flip the coin, that mad person also sees the sane person as insane. So in that sense, everybody is right And if everybody is right in their own corner, why can't Shatta Wale always be right? So that is the first rule. Now let's go to the second rule. The second rule says, if you do not understand, refer to rule 1. Of course, if you think you are right because you want to say Shatta Wale is not always right, but you want to disagree that he is right, then you are as confused as it is. So if you do not understand, just refer to rule 1 and let peace prevail. Obian kwani baby. Now, rule 3 says, even if you vex, you still have to make Shatta Wale happy. And that is it. Because you are following him. You enjoy him. I know, yes, once in a while, you may have your own reservations as to how he does his things. His modus operandi, you may not agree to it. But that is what makes him who he is. In fact, if everybody is to play by another person's rule, I'm not sure he will be that same person that you're following. I am not sure he will be that same person that you are following that makes it is a whole package. The good, the bad, the ugly, the best, whichever way that you see it. You can't have him all good. Neither can you have him all bad. So if you are dealing with Shatta, always try your best to make him happy. And everybody who has ever gotten close to Shatta Wale knows that he is one of the best people you can ever deal with, both socially, business-wise, family, everything. He's one of the best people. So the moment you make him happy, just like any other king, make the king happy and the king will grant your wishes. That's how the world works though. Let's go to rule number 4. Try to make Shatta Wale happy all the time. Try to make Shatta Wale happy all the time because he is the king and he is the one that will do what will make you also happy. Because if he is in his element, if he is happy, that is when he is able to get the energy to churn out all those bangers that people like him for. That's when, if he is happy or he's energetic, that's when he will be able to come and do the things that you like and you will still love him anyways. Now let's go to the 5th rule. The 5th rule is a very interesting one. It says, the day you born is the day you go. Why you for born? Why you for born? Probably when he does something that you don't understand. Well, you have every right to get angry when you don't agree with the way he does his things. But I believe there are ways of addressing it. And mind you, this is his life, not your life. So yes, if you don't agree with the way he's doing his thing, you have every right to go. And it is what it is. Just like somebody will come and tell you, okay, you are wearing maybe a white shirt, and the person tells you that, oh, you look good in a black shirt, and you disagree with the person. Since the person is not buying for you, since the person is not giving you anything, it is best the person leaves you alone if the person doesn't agree with you. And especially to the extent that if the person boss. If you bore, at least like in that sense, there will not be peace. And for peace to prevail, everybody has to go their way. Now let's go to rule number 6. Shatta Wale's mistake in your eyes is the right thing. SM4. Shatta Wale's mistake in your eyes is the right thing. And like I said, you can't get the whole thing good. Neither can you get the whole thing bad. Just like any human institution, it is prone to mistakes. It is prone to mistakes. So that's wrong that you go chastise it, go outside, drag it, go and wash your dirty linen in public like they always say. Why don't you stick to, like, be at home and rather try to make it look good or try to correct it? And that's it. Therefore, okay, that now we are going to the 7th rule. So last but not the least says, if you go, you won't come back again. If you go, you won't come back again. And here, I know so many people would argue and say, oh, but we know so many people in your camp that have gone and have come back. Yes, they have. But you see, there are comebacks, like, what a comeback is, my comeback is different from your comeback. And in this comeback, it means so many things. It may mean that, okay, he has forgiven whatever problem that came that made you guys depart. But as to whether you may occupy the same position in his heart or in his mind, in that sense, it's also a different story. So here, the comeback may be treated as such that you can say that, okay, yes, the person may come back, but will the person be able to occupy the same position the person was occupying before they left? That's also a different conversation. So yeah, if you go, you won't come back again. Perhaps that's what it means. These are the 7 rules or the 7 Shatta rules. I don't know what you think. Perhaps you have a different or a better explanation to this particular thing. Let me hear from you. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is Shatta Wale always right? Or you think that in some instances he is not right? What do you make of the 7 Shatta rules? Do you think there are rules that the Shatta movement should follow? Or even in general life principles? Do you think that it is a set of rules that one can use? Now say you think, oh, this is bogus, we should trash it. Let me hear from you in the comment section. My name is Roland Amate. This has been the podcast with me live on Roland Reports. Like I always say, share your views in the comment section. Let's be interactive. Share this particular content on your timelines so others can also enjoy and share their views. So until then, that's all for now. I'll see you when I see you in the next episode. Peace. Bye-bye.
The matter chop hot.
Asemene Giloto. Hey!
Aye.